Verleihung in Afghanistan gibt, ist heute früh durch Mohammed Daoud die Nachricht wegen die erste republikanische Regierung in seinem Land ist heute in internationalen Agenturen Radio Teheran hat auch in einem
Radio Afghanistan. Liebe Hörerinnen und Hörer, unsere heutige Sendung geht in Englisch. Wir hören uns täglich von 18:30 bis 19 Uhr mitteleuropäischer Zeit. In 19,66 Meter Band und 25,46 Meter Band auf den Frequenzen 15.265 und 11.785 Kilohertz. Wir wünschen Ihnen einen angenehmen Abend. Auf Wiederhören bis morgen um die gleiche Zeit.
Radio Afghanistan Kabul ګران اوریدونکو تاسو د خارجي خبرونو په لړ کې آلماني خبرونه واورېدل زموږ بله خبرونه په انګلیسي ژبه ده
Extended service of Radio Afghan. It is 22:30 hours Afghan Standard Time, 18 hours Greenwich Mean Time. And as is into our English transmission for Europe on 15.265 and 11.785 megahertz in the 19 and 25 bands.
In today's program, you will hear a news item and the message of Mr. Mohammed Daoud proclaiming Afghanistan a republic. The rest of our program will be devoted to national marches and songs. This is Radio Afghanistan. Here is the news. Afghanistan has been proclaimed a republic. The republican regime, which has been the long-cherished desire of the Afghan people, was proclaimed by Mr. Mohammed Daoud in a message over Radio Afghanistan this morning. News agencies and radios throughout the world gave prominence to the news of the establishment of the first republic in Afghanistan. Deutsche Welle, while giving the news of the establishment of the new regime in Afghanistan, said that Mr. Mohammed Daoud has announced the setting up of a new state in favor of the people. He has promised to preserve Afghanistan's policy of neutrality, the radio said. Radio Tehran also announced the establishment of the new regime in Afghanistan. Radio Karachi quoted Mr. Mohammed Daoud's statement that he and his friends will establish a democratic system. The BBC also made reference to this statement and reiterated another statement of his saying that Afghanistan will remain non-aligned and not join any military bloc. Reuters, France Press, Radio Austria and All India Radio have also announced the setting up of a new regime in Afghanistan, quoting from Mr. Mohammed Daoud's statement this morning. The proclamation of the Republic by Mr. Muhammad Daoud was made in these words. In the name of the God, who is the benevolent and the merciful. Dear sisters and brothers, while discharging various responsibilities in the service of my nation, I have been in the search of providing a positive and real environment for the moral and material development of the people of Afghanistan, especially of the deprived classes and the youth of the nation. An environment in which all the people of Afghanistan could, without any prejudice or discrimination, work and discharge their duties for the welfare of their nation. A long time has passed and many efforts have been made in order to overcome the difficulties, which according to experience formed impediments towards the achievement of such a goal. Special efforts were made to establish trustworthy security in the country, to provide the possibility for sound and positive economic and social changes, and to make the youth feel secure, as well as to curb superstition and reaction. Having gone through these stages, there was no cause not to open a new chapter in the country to attain these goals. I know of no other way except real democracy based on the principle of service for the majority of the people of Afghanistan for the future prosperity of my nation. In my opinion, the foundation of such a social state is by ensuring the complete rights of the people and by holding upright the principle of complete national sovereignty. At no time should these two principles, whether overtly or openly, be violated. It was this holy desire that forced my friends and I to forward our last proposal to the king 10 years ago and asked for its implementation of the Afghan nation. But why that holy desire resulted in this anarchy and why my weak colleagues did not follow the right path is a long story, the details of which cannot be presented in this brief moment. That story will be unfolded for my countrymen at an opportune time. Anyway, the result was that those long-cherished ideas changed to a false democracy which was founded on private interest and confliction, as well as on intrigue, plot, falsehood, and hypocrisy. But all this propaganda could not hide from the people of Afghanistan and the world the bitter fact, speaking of the complete decline and bankruptcy of the country's economic, administrative, social, and political state. In short, democracy was changed into anarchy and constitutional monarchy into a despotic regime. All these forces on the one hand struggled against one another and on the other sucked the blood of the people, making the formula of divide and rule their chief motto, so as to be able to attain their material and political aims in this turbulent and dark atmosphere, pregnant with misery, poverty, and misfortune. True patriots, wherever they were, viewed this horrible state of their nation with great sadness and misgivings, and were constantly aware of the situation, especially the Afghan armed forces, who felt this agony more than anyone else, exercising extreme patience that today or tomorrow the vile and rotten system in Afghanistan would become aware of the misery of the nation and endeavor to reform it. Finally, it dawned upon us that these hopes are impertinent and the regime and system was so corrupt that no hope for its reform existed. It was at that moment that the patriots, especially the patriotic armed forces of Afghanistan, decided to put an end to the rotten system and deliver the people of Afghanistan from their plight. Dear countrymen, let me inform you that that system has been overthrown and a new Republican regime has been established which conforms to the true spirit of Islam. My friends and I, from the depths of our hearts, congratulate you on the first Republic of Afghanistan and hope that it will bring prosperity and success to Afghanistan and its people. I congratulate the Afghan armed forces in all the corners of the country and am certain that you, the armed forces, will be aware of your duty, which is ensuring security and protecting national sovereignty. The new system will bring about with it basic reforms. The details of which cannot be presented now, but will be made known in the near future. Afghanistan's foreign policy will be based on neutrality, non-alignment in military blocs, and free judgment of the people of Afghanistan themselves. Afghanistan's international policy has been formulated in accordance with the national desires of the country for leading a sound moral and material existence. Our national needs clearly show that the attainment of our goals is more than anything else dependent on world peace. No country can achieve its national wishes without peace. Since we, more than anyone else, are in need of endeavors for the development of our country, therefore, we, more than anyone else, are desirous of peace and security. Hence, the first pillar of the policy of Afghanistan is a desire for peace and friendship with all the nations of the world, without any discrimination against any country or people, whether near or far, big or small. This intention stems from the wishes of the people of Afghanistan, and the element which distinguishes the traditional policy of Afghanistan is its clarity and frankness in promoting the independence of Afghanistan's national determination. Thus, the ties of friendship between Afghanistan and the friendly nations will persist on their infallible foundations, and efforts will be made for their further consolidation through diplomacy and personal discussions, as well as international cooperation. We hope that positive and practical results will be obtained from this policy. This system respects the Charter of the United Nations, the object of which is prosperity of the human race and tranquility of the world. Our relations with Pakistan, the only nation with whom we have differences over the Afghanistan issue, which we have not been able to solve, will be based on our permanent efforts for finding a solution to the Afghanistan problem. In the end, I once again congratulate all my countrymen on this great achievement and felicitate from the depth of my heart and express my fortitude to all patriots, especially the selfless Afghan armed forces, for their sincere efforts. Since our hopes cannot have any end point, the continuation of this cooperation by all the people of the country, especially the youth, is the heartfelt desire of all of us, which I am certain will be forthcoming. Long live Afghanistan and forever be the Republic. You just heard the message of Mr. Muhammad Daoud proclaiming Afghanistan a republic. Now we present national marches and songs.
Afghanistan,